Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ilene. I'm going to do a project share. I thought I was going to do a DIY with you all, but this little guy has proven to be a little bit of a dilemma for me. So let's see if we can light him up at least. Okay, so I made a little scarecrow. I literally just finished him, and you can see my mess going on over here. But I really did want to do a DIY with you all and show you how I made this little guy, but it was so much trial and error going on that I just couldn't do it. I had no patience, and it wasn't always working out. So I worked it out, and I just wanted to share. So let's start with what I used. So everybody hauled these stems that had the little pumpkins on them last year, and this is also from last year. This is mine from last year. So I pulled the stem off with the pumpkin that had the pumpkin on it, and I used that for his head. And I used a bunch of fabric scraps. I used some of my denim, my pant leg jeans right here. And let me point you down here. Okay, so I used my jeans, cut it off, and I used it to make his little overalls. And I had some leftover fabric in my sewing supplies. So this is another scrap from another shirt or something. I don't even remember what it was, but that's me. I use scraps, so I used that to make his shirt. See that? That's his little shirt right here. Okay, and that's also what was so frustrating. So I think what I will do is when I recover from all of that, I will probably try to work and make another one, and it won't be so hard. So anyway, I used my jeans, I used my shirt, and I made a somewhat of a scarecrow body. On the flag stand, I used my what are these called? Spools, wooden spools that I got from some craft store here locally. But they're just little wooden spools we use for crafting. They're like 3/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch. So that I used, and then I used some twine or some rope, whatever you want to call it, and I wrapped it around my spool. You can see that. And just wrapped it around, covered it up a little bit, give it some rustic feel to it. And I pulled my little mini mums again, what I hauled from last year. Sorry guys. Anyway, I used that and I stuck it on the top of the wooden spool, just to cover it up, dress it up a little bit. And the fall leaves are from the bundle, the same bundle. Okay, and I just cut the leaves off, and I glued them literally to the wooden spool. It's not very neat, but you know, you could work on that if it's not neat enough. So yeah, the cardboard, I just had a little bit of cardboard because I wanted to make the feet so it could stand up. So I did a few layers, like 4 layers each for each foot. And I didn't have a pattern, so I just took the cardboard, and I just drew a shape of a foot. It's probably not that big, but cut that little bean shape out, and I traced it 4 times. Actually, I traced it 8 times, 4 for each foot. And then you stack them, glue them together, and then I just took the shoe, and I took something and poked a hole in it because my feet are on skewers. So that's what I use for my legs. It's the wooden skewer. Shish kebab sticks mainly. And I just took that, cut it in two, so one for each leg, and then I poked it through the hole in the foot and glued it all together. So that's what we have here. So the bottom of the jeans is because on the bottom of my pants I still had the hem. I had the hem on the bottom here, so that's where I measured my bottom, from the bottom up, how big I needed. I just cut it off. Okay, and then you take another scrap of jeans, just a little square from the leftover, and cut a piece out, and then I glued it right into the pants, right there. Took another little scrap, glued it on top of that, and there's a pocket. And it's actually, funny thing, it is a working pocket. So you can actually put something in it. See that? Okay, so the little maple leaf, or the leaf, is the ribbon from Dollar Tree. Everybody picked them up. I have orange, red, and brown. I took a little leaf off of that and glued it to his pocket, and that was his little decoration. So on the flag itself, let's see. The flag I used my burlap ribbon. Now you could use the one from Dollar Tree, but that's not wide, not as wide as this one. So I used this one, and this one I got from Dollar General. It was not $2 because I got it off season. This was after Christmas, so it was only 75 cents, something like that. It was not $2. That I know, because I wouldn't have bought it. So I just took a piece off of that and used it for my flag. And then I added the little maple leaves across the banner. So I put orange, brown, and red across it. And then I printed some Google images. I Googled images for Halloween or fall pumpkins. And this is what came up, and this is from Paula Kim Studio. I love it. It's watercolor pumpkins. And I just Googled it, saved it, downloaded it, printed it, and then I cut these out, just 4 little pumpkins, and put it right on my flag. So this little guy is out of scraps. And I stuffed him with batting. I'm sorry. So he has a little bit of batting in his arms and in his pant legs because I needed to just, fluff him up a little bit. Let's see. Can we get that closer? There we go. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I can't do it. Okay, well, and that was it. 2 little strips from the jeans. Cut 2 little strips off and crossed it on his back. And you see his little back pockets, back overalls. His hands are just pieces of felt. I just cut 2 little squares, folded it over, and glued it to the pipe cleaner. Like I said, once I recover from making this little guy, I'll probably make his companion and make a girl. So I hope you guys like it. I will do my best to get the the little girl done, and I will share that with you all in my next video. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you stick around and subscribe, join my little family. And I just want to express my appreciation to all my new subscribers who have just filled my inbox with so many great positive feedback, and I'm so happy that you all are enjoying my crafts, and I hope to see your replications or your originals and we can share. So thanks again, and I love you all, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.